Hey YouTube, this is Yirmiyahu Weeps. I have a question. Where are you going? I'm not talking about necessarily right at the moment, though it kind of applies. Anyways, I'm talking about where are you going in life? What's your destination? Where are you headed? We all go through this life, and actually we all have the same destination. And it may not sound so cheery, but all of our destination is death. That's where we're headed, each and every one of us. Now, if you're able to make the journey pleasant, more power to you. That's great. There are some people that are able to do that. There are some people that are able to have a very pleasant journey. It's very enjoyable. There are many people who are not. In fact, I would say most people will have difficulty on their journey. It'll be rough at certain points, and some people don't have a very pleasant destination as far as they know. They see their destination as the end. Once they reach their destination, it's all over. Game over. That's the end. So I'm asking you to consider what is your destination, and how assured are you that you're going to reach your destination, that the destination that you have in mind is the one that you're going to end up at. What gives you that reassurance? Now for myself, I know my destination. I know where I'm headed. It's a good place. And I found out that everyone else is headed for the same destination, which gives me reassurance. Now, my destination is actually a being, a conscious mind. My destination goes by the name of Yahweh, which means the self-existent one, or He exists. And when I say He, I don't mean that gender specific. There's not a good neutral pronoun or encompassing pronoun that I can use. So I'm saying He, but it's not gender specific. It includes masculinity, femininity, the whole shebang. So anyways, that's my destination. That is my destination. Since my destination is a conscious mind, and my destination loves me passionately, and loves each and every one of us passionately, since that's my destination, since He is my destination, and since He loves me so passionately, I am reassured because from what I've seen in this life, I'm not equipped to get to my destination on my own. I'll get lost. But my destination is capable to bring me there. I'm very thankful for that. Now I believe that I have to go through a door. I believe all of us will eventually go through this door. We need to, and we will. And the door is also a being, a human being, who lived 2,000 years ago and is alive today. And this being's name is Yeshua HaMashiach, otherwise more commonly known as Jesus Christ. But his name Yeshua means Yahweh is rescue. Yahweh is salvation. Now his shortened name just means salvation, Yeshua. But his full name, Yoshua, means Yahweh is rescue. Yahweh is salvation. And Hamashiach just means the anointed one, referring to a king or a priest, someone in a very specialized special. That's not even a word. Privileged, special privileged position. Specialized. I like that. I think I'm going to coin that. Anyways, you can use it if you want to, but I claim royalties. So Yeshua HaMashiach is the gate, is the door for the path. And the path, he's also the path. He says, I am the way and the truth and the life. No one comes to the Father being Yahweh, the Father being the Almighty, the Supreme One, the one who is beyond all. No one comes to the Father except through him. Now, if I go back to Bereshit or Genesis, I find that the first time the word righteous is used, it's used in Bereshit, Genesis. The Hebrew word for righteous is tzaddik. And tzaddik, from my best understanding, means to be walking according to the path, to the way of Yahweh, to the path of Yahweh. To be living your life according to Yahweh. To be going through the journey of your life according to Yahweh. Now, what's according to Yahweh? Well, let me go to Tehillah or Psalm 119, verse 105. It says, Your word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path. Now, when it says your word, is that just talking about one word? What word is it talking about? Well, it's actually, the Hebrew for that is dabar, and it means a word or what comes forth from your mouth. Like it can either be one word or a number of words, a sentence, a message. So basically, your message is a lamp to walk by, is a lamp to my feet, and a light to my path. What's his message? His message is, first and foremost, the Torah. And then beyond that, it's also the Nabi, or the prophets, Nabaim, and the other writings, the Psalms, Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, Song of Solomon. And then it's also the books that are in what's commonly called the New Testament, New Covenant, or Renewed Covenant, I think would be a good way of putting it also. Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, Acts, Romans, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, that's his message. Now, the message that he wants us to walk by is love. That's his message. Message is love. His two greatest commands, first and foremost, is Hear, O Yisrael, hear and listen up and obey and pay attention and act accordingly. O Yisrael, which are those, I can't remember exactly what Yisrael, but basically it's his children. The ones he's called as his children. Yahweh, our ultimate powerful authority, Yahweh is one. Uno, one. And he says, you will love Yahweh with all of your heart and mind and all that you think and your will, and with all of the entirety of who you are, everything that makes up who you are, and everything you do, all of your strength, all of your behavior, all of your activity. So you love him full force, full on. You love him with everything you've got. How do you love him? Well, you can love him by appreciation. You appreciate what he's made. You appreciate nature. You appreciate beauty. You appreciate love. And then that goes along with his second instruction, which is love your neighbor as yourself. Who's your neighbor? Your neighbor is the person that you have contact with in your life. Love each other. And how do you do that? How do you love each other? Well, how do you love Yahweh? You love Yahweh by not replacing him with something or someone else. You love Yahweh by respecting and finding out who he really is and what he's really about, and not maligning his character. And you love him. He's got a day that he says, this is my anniversary with you. I want to celebrate this day with you. It's special to me. So you can love him by celebrating that day. And he says it's the Shabbat, the seventh day of the week, more commonly known as Saturday. So those are the ways that you can love him directly. Then ways that we can love each other. Don't murder each other. And that includes like seeking to harm each other. What's the opposite of murder? What's the opposite of seeking to harm each other? It's seeking to benefit each other. It's seeking to do right by each other, to respect each other, show appreciation, help each other out. He says, don't commit adultery. Basically, don't unite yourself, either physically or emotionally, with someone else's mate, someone else's spouse, either husband or wife. You know, don't go after somebody it's in an inappropriate relationship. Oh man, I just started losing my train of thought. This is so sad. Anyways, what else? He says, don't steal. Don't take something that belongs to someone else that's not yours. So what do you do instead of adultery? Be faithful to the one, be loving to the one that you're with, that you've devoted yourself to. And if it's not, you know, if you're not married or you don't have a special someone, you be devoted to your Creator. Do right by your Creator. Don't replace him. Same thing as the other instructions. Anyways, he says don't steal. So what do you do instead of stealing? You respect other people's property and you give where you can. You help people out that are in need. That would be the converse of that instruction of don't steal, don't rip people off. Then he says don't be an obliterating witness against someone else. Don't spread lies about people. Don't trash talk people. What do you do instead? You build people up. That would be the converse, is building people up and speaking in such a way that it builds them up, and you show kindness and caring in your words. I mean, these are all like, basic beneficial things. Now he's got some other instructions that he says, don't eat these certain kind of animals, and that's all. I think all of those are because of having to do with our health. I'm sure there's other depths to the instructions that I'm not touching on with those instructions, but they have to do with like being healthy. He's saying don't eat predatory animals. We're not supposed to eat predator animals because they're not designed for food for us. Where was I? Oh yeah. So walking according to him is following his instructions and being loving towards him. Now, can you do this on your own strength? Can you accomplish this on your own strength to get rid of sin? What's known as sin is basically doing wrong by him and doing wrong by each other. Can you avoid that on your own strength? No, you need help, but he's willing to help you. It says, call on me, draw close to me, and I will see you through. I'll see you through. Where was I? Oh, that's another thing I was going to bring up. Yeshua, commonly known as Jesus. He was the embodiment. You know where it says the Word became flesh? That word is referring to the Torah, referring to Yahweh's message. So Yahweh's message and instructions became flesh. The human being Yeshua HaMashiach was the living embodiment of the Torah and Yahweh's instructions, Yahweh's message for us. So I hate that I'm losing my train of thought. We believe in him, we have faith in him, we walk as he walked. He says, follow me, we follow him. And he says, I'm the door, I'm the gate to get through. Oh, my camera froze up for a second. That was weird. I don't know if it will freeze up. Anyways, so we believe in him, and in the book of Revelations, there's two places where it says the two qualifiers for the believers in Yahweh are those who have the testimony of Yeshua, who believe in Yeshua, and those who follow the instructions of Yahweh. So you can spot a believer by seeing that they believe in Yeshua, they have faith and trust in Yeshua, and they follow the instructions of Yahweh. According to the verses in Revelations, those are believers. So I do believe that eventually, there's other verses in Scripture that says this, that eventually everyone, this is the destination of everyone. Everyone is going to end up there. But the path of ending up there is the instructions of Yahweh, of loving Him and loving each other, and doing right by Him and doing right by each other. And it's gotta be from the heart. It's gotta be sincere. And the way that it can be sincere, the key for that, is Yahweh through Yeshua. Yeshua's the gate. Yeshua's the door. He's the path to get there. For myself, that's where I want to go. He is where I want to be. He's home. He is home. Yahweh is home. And Yeshua is the door, and Yeshua is the path. Yeshua is the way. We're all going to go home someday. We're all going to go home. But another thing I want to say, is He faithful to get you home? Is He faithful and competent to bring you home? I believe so. I do believe so. Now, does that mean it's okay to get lost? To wander from the path and get lost? You'll eventually get back on the path, but that doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. But just know that if you are getting lost, if you do feel lost, He will bring you home. You're not lost to Him. Okay? And you can call out and you can say, please help me. You know, the parable of the sheep, where Yeshua was talking about the 99 sheep, and He leaves the 99 to go off in search of the one that's lost. If you're the one that's lost, He's going to find you. You're not lost to Him. He will find you. He will find you, and He will bring you home. You can count on that. It will happen. You know, if you're going through difficulties, having it rough in life, or you see difficulties either in your own personal life or in the world around you, rest assured, because there is one who has everything and everyone in His hands, and He's faithful, and He knows what He's doing, and no one can gainsay Him. No one can defeat Him. No one can stop His purposes or plans. Cannot be done. So I want to give you that reassurance, and maybe provoke you to think a little bit about where your destination is, where you're going. Trying to think if there's anything else. I think that's about it. So, hope this is helpful. Hope that you are having a good day and a good life. And shalom, peace, wholeness to you. And I look forward to meeting you at whatever point in the future when we reach our destination. Peace on your path. Shalom. Have a good life. Thanks for watching. Bye.